I had only slipped into a fish tank by accident, yet my scalp instantly went numb with fear. I suffered from a bizarre condition. My body had shrunk to 1/1000th of its original size. To me, even tiny fish now looked like towering beasts. Luckily, the tank held nothing more dangerous than a goldfish, not some vicious predator. That stroke of luck was the only reason I survived. The basement, however, was dark and damp and crawling with spiders. If I didn't want to end up as spider food, I had to act fast. I hoisted a bottle cap over my head, inching forward and trying to trap the spider beneath it. But what I didn't expect was how sharp the spider's instincts were. It sensed the danger immediately and refused to fall for the trick. As the spider crept closer, I pulled a sewing needle from my belt, ready to fight, but I had badly underestimated my opponent. Forced to retreat, I ducked into a corner, only for the spider to circle around and close in from behind. At the most critical moment, my hand brushed against a small twig on the floor. With all my strength, I stabbed it straight into the spider's head, narrowly escaping death. Still, I knew there was no way that was the only spider in the basement. Looking for protection, I gathered scraps of cardboard and found a box of matches. I planned to start a fire to keep the spiders away, but my strength was pitifully weak. I struck the matches again and again, failing every time. I refused to give up. After countless attempts, I finally managed to light one. With a flame burning nearby, I finally began to relax. As the days passed, though, my body continued to shrink. Before long, I was barely the size of an ant. One day, I heard footsteps above the basement. Without hesitation, I rushed forward and screamed for help, but my tiny body meant a tiny voice, no louder than a mosquito's buzz. Humans couldn't hear me at all, and I was nearly crushed underfoot. Only then did I realize the person was a real estate agent. It was obvious that after I'd been trapped in the basement, my wife had sold the house. When I saw the goldfish lying dead from starvation, I was overwhelmed by despair. Was I destined to end the same way, forgotten and dead? Just then, I heard the familiar buzz of a mosquito overhead. Watching it escape easily through the window, I suddenly understood. The window was my only way out. Because of my tiny size, the grain of the wood looked like massive ridges. Even climbing onto a table felt like scaling a 100-meter cliff. Still, driven by sheer determination, I climbed inch by inch until I finally reached the tabletop. But once again, a terrifying problem stood before me. How was I supposed to cross the abyss ahead? Realizing there was no turning back, I clenched my teeth and decided to risk everything.